Listen, if you've not been eating okra soup and stew, then friends, you have definitely been missing out. Now in today's recipe, I will be teaching you step by step how to make this at home from your catfish stew. Yes, this catfish stew is so important. Please make sure you use it for your okra. Okay, now from your catfish stew to your white okra or your plain okra, okay, I'll be taking you through how to make this at home. Friends, trust me when I say this meal is always a hit, especially when you learn how to make it well. So welcome to today's recipe. Don't go nowhere. First things first, as usual, welcome. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. And if this is not your first time, you are absolutely welcome. Thank you for always. Now, without further ado, let us just hop right into today's recipe. Okay. Step one, let us make our catfish stew. Yoruba people call this soup as well, okay? Me, I'm an Igbo girl, so this is stew for me. As long as it's tomato, it is stew. Now, first things I did was to heat up my oil. I don't like to use raw oil for my cooking at all. I like it to just be cooked a bit. Disclaimer, please do not do this at home. If your oil is too hot, allow it to cool first before adding anything you want to add, okay? This is wrong, and that's why I left it to show you guys. Please, to avoid hazard, do not do that, okay? Now, this is the proper thing to do. All I did was add my pepper mix. I'll leave the link up to show you how to make your own pepper mix at home. This is the very smooth blend I used right there. Now, I'm going ahead to add my seasoning cube and a little bit of salt. Friends, this particular recipe does not need curry, thyme, gbogbo. No. All you need is your seasoning cube and salt. That is all. Now you're going to mix it till it looks just as so. Yes, just keep stirring it until it looks like this, okay? Don't get tired. Now cover it and I allow it to cook for like 30 to 35 minutes on low heat. Now when you open it, you realize that it has reduced drastically, all the water and all of that. When it's like 90% done, that is when you are going to now add your catfish, your washed catfish. Friends, I have a video showing you how to wash your own catfish at home. Check the link that is showing right now up on the screen to watch how to wash your own catfish at home. Friends, that video is important. Go ahead and click on it to learn, okay? Now we go ahead and add all our catfish when this stew is like 90% done, making sure that all the fishes, touches the stew very well. So you might need to turn and stir, but do this very gently, okay, to avoid spillage. My pot is very full. I went ahead to add a little tiny bit of salt because the one I added earlier on was not enough, and this is how I stir my seafood pot, just as so. I just shake it, and then when the shaking is not enough, I just use spoon from under. Friends, this is so important, please, so that you wouldn't break your fish in your stew. This applies to any fish at all that you're cooking, you're making with stew or anyhow. Just make sure you stir from under, okay? That will help the fish not to break or scatter everywhere. This one is a very strong fish because it's catfish. That's why it's able to stay very well. If you're not careful, the fish will scatter everywhere, okay? Now I cover to cook for about 10 more minutes on low heat, and our stew is ready. I covered it, opened it. That's why I opened it twice, okay? I covered it. It was still very hot, and I covered it again, to now cool down before I come back to it. And this is our stew, friends. This stew was banging. I cannot even explain how delicious it was. I had a quick taste, and it was good. This is the perfect time to eat it. If you have white rice like this, just top it on top of your white rice and enjoy good life. I mean, you guys, life is to be enjoyed, so enjoy to the fullest. Now let us hop right into the second part of this video, which is our okra stew, or rather okra soup, the plain okra. Making your okra is very easy. I think even easier than making your stew. Right now, all I'm doing is just to pour plain water into my pot. Just the quantity of the okra depends on, the quantity of the water you would add. I went ahead to add just one seasoning cube, and I introduced my okra at this point. I chopped my okra and I used my mortar and pestle just to, hit grind it just a little bit, because I wanted it to be this kind of size. I wanted it to be chunky, not too slim and not too big, okay? That kind of consistency. I went ahead to add my onion. I heard that people don't use onion to cook okra soup, and I'm wondering why. Friends, let me know in the comment section. Are you among these people? What's your reason for not using onion for this? Okay, I went ahead to add my iru and my yellow pepper. This is a must. Friends, if you're not cooking with your yellow pepper, you are missing out on the goodness of life. You're missing good flavor right there. Okay, so cook with your yellow pepper. I added more because I love pepper a lot. I love heat. I love my food really, really spicy. Okay, so if you don't want that much pepper, it's okay to reduce it, and you can as well add your habanero pepper here as well. Any pepper you want, you can go ahead to add it. It is fine. Do you? It's your kitchen, like I always say, right? Now all I'm doing is just to stir it, stir. Notice the more I stirred it, the more it was, slimy and slippery, and it just got that consistency that I really, really wanted. Plus, it is cooking as so I don't like to cover my okra once I add the okra inside the soup. I hate to, put to cover it. Rather, I hate to cover my okra. Once I add it, I just count to 10 literally, and before you know it, I remove it from the fire so that it doesn't discolor. I hate when my okra changes color. Friends, you know that okra is vegetable as well, so you do not want to overcook it. Light cooking does it. Okay, now everything is ready. Will you just go right ahead to assemble everything together? Right here I'm adding my okra. 2 spoons was okay. I went ahead to add my delicious fresh green plantain fufu. Friends, this fufu is everything and more. You need to click on that link showing right now to watch how to make your own plantain fufu at home. It is so good, I promise you. Okay, now go ahead to add that yummy catfish stew. Friends, this food, Okro KPK, it is, oh my god, it was so good. I promise you wouldn't regret making this recipe. This kind of recipes, that one that you make when your boo, your bae, or your parents, someone that you actually really do love, is coming to visit and you want to please them. I mean, just enter kitchen and make me proud, make Ozam's kitchen proud. And when you do it, you come back to the comment section and say, thank you for this recipe, e bagged. Friends, I promise you this meal was so good, I have no words to describe it any further. And you see this fish, it was so good. Friends, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching today's recipe. If you're new to this page, remember to hit the subscribe button to officially join Ozam's kitchen. Like our videos, share and comment. Thank you for joining today. I love you guys, but remember that Jesus loves you most. Bye.